Every year, thousands of tons of peanut butter are consumed worldwide. This product is a staple in American diets and is found in 90% of households. But do you know how this paste is made? In this video, we'll show all the stages of peanut butter production, from the harvesting of raw materials to the final packaging. To begin with, peanut cultivation takes place in regions where the soil and climate are favorable for the plant's development. Peanuts require well-drained, nutrient-rich soil and temperatures typically ranging between 20 and 30 degrees Celsius. Planting is done with selected seeds, often subjected to quality tests to verify germination potential and resistance to pests and diseases. It is important to avoid using seeds of unknown origin, as their quality affects the entire harvest. Once the plants are growing, they require care that includes moderate irrigation, the application of specific fertilizers when necessary, and weed control. All these steps aim to keep the field as healthy as possible. This results in better quality peanuts, which will become the raw material for peanut butter production. The cultivation period usually ranges from 90 to 150 days, depending on the variety. At the end of the cycle, harvesting takes place, a crucial moment to ensure that the peanuts are mature enough to yield properly. During harvest, machines pull the plants from the ground to expose the peanut pods. These pods then go through an initial drying process, often done right in the field. They are exposed to the sun for a calculated period to reduce moisture and prevent mold or fungi. Once dry, the pods are collected and sent to processing facilities or warehouses. At this point, controlling moisture is essential to avoid loss and contamination. Transport to the factory must be done in clean trucks protected from humidity and pests. When the peanuts arrive at the factory, they undergo a sorting phase. Workers or specialized machines inspect for any contamination, stones, dirt, or foreign objects mixed in with the pods. It is also at this stage that samples are collected for lab analysis, checking moisture content, the presence of mycotoxins such as aflatoxin, and other unwanted substances. Only after approval can the raw material proceed to the next steps. Next, the pods are sent to machines that remove the outer shells. These machines either crush or apply pressure to separate the shells from the kernels. The shelled peanuts are then sifted to remove any remaining shell fragments or debris. After that, the kernels are classified either manually by trained workers or automatically using optical sensors that detect color and size. Damaged, deformed, or undersized peanuts are discarded to ensure a uniform and safe product. The next step is crucial: roasting. Factories use large industrial roasters, either rotating or static, where peanuts are exposed to high temperatures for a controlled period. Roasting enhances flavor and aroma and also helps eliminate microorganisms and reduce moisture. Time and temperature must be precisely managed. Under-roasted peanuts taste raw, while over-roasted ones can taste burnt or bitter. After roasting, some production lines remove the thin skin surrounding the kernel. This skin can affect the paste's texture and color. Machines using friction or compressed air clean off these skins to produce the cleanest possible kernel. Some lines include an optional additional sorting step for further inspection, eliminating any peanuts with undesirable color or odd texture. The more uniform the batch, the better the final paste consistency. Then comes the grinding process, where the peanuts begin to transform into dense paste. Various methods are used, including roller mills, hammer mills, or disc mills, all working on the principle of crushing the peanuts into a homogeneous mass. The first grind results in a slightly coarse paste with visible granules. For those who prefer crunchy peanut butter, part of this mixture can be reserved. Next is a finer second grind to achieve a smooth texture. In the end, the two types of paste may or may not be blended, depending on the product being made. For example, some brands offer both creamy and crunchy versions. Creamy butter undergoes more intensive grinding, while crunchy butter is a combination of both textures. After grinding, flavor and texture adjustments are made. In commercial production, it's common to add salt, sugar or sweeteners, and stabilizers to keep the mixture uniform. Without these additives, the natural peanut oil tends to separate and form a layer at the top of the jar. That's why many companies use emulsifiers or stabilizers to keep the paste firm and easier to spread. Some manufacturers add vegetable oils like palm or soybean oil, while others rely solely on the peanut's own oil. This varies by brand and target market. Quality control is carried out at various stages. Technicians check moisture levels, acidity, color, and taste. They may also test for aflatoxins, which can appear in poorly stored or contaminated peanuts. This testing is critical to ensure the product meets safety standards and to discard batches that don't qualify. Once the peanut butter is ready, it's sent to the filling section. Here, large stainless steel tanks connect to automated machines that weigh and fill jars, plastic or glass, depending on the production line. The filling process must take place in clean environments with proper temperature control to avoid microbial growth. Many factories maintain positive air pressure so that when doors or windows open, air flows outward, preventing particles from entering. The containers are pre-cleaned to reduce the risk of contamination. After filling, the jars are sealed either with screw caps or pressure seals, depending on the jar type. Labels are then applied, including ingredient lists, nutritional tables, expiration dates, production lot numbers, and storage instructions. Some brands invest in eye-catching labels with recipes or usage tips, while others opt for a simpler design. And that was today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Hey, have you ever wondered how Parmesan cheese is made? It is believed that Parmesan cheese started being produced around 900 years ago, and its first producers were monks. The geographical indication Parmigiano Reggiano is legally protected. There are only around 300 dairies in the world that are certified to produce Parmigiano Reggiano, and they are all in Italy, specifically in the region of Emilia-Romagna. The most significant ones are Parma, Reggio Emilia, Modena, Bologna, and Mantua. The specific geographical regions where cows are raised play a significant role in shaping the cheese's characteristics. The climate, the soil, and vegetation widely influence the flavor and composition of the milk. During the cheese production process, disinfecting the cow's udders before milking is crucial. They can harbor bacteria and other microorganisms that could contaminate the milk, leading to potential spoilage or health hazards. It typically takes between 145 and 158 gallons of cow's milk to make one Parmesan wheel, which can weigh around 84 to 88 pounds. A wheel of Parmesan takes at least 1 year to make, and they can sell for over $1,000. Once the milk has undergone a natural skimming process in which the milk fat is removed, it is transported to the Parmesan production facilities. Milk is highly perishable and can spoil rapidly if not stored at the proper temperature. The use of refrigerated tanker trucks helps maintain the milk at a consistent and low temperature, typically around 39 degrees Fahrenheit. This slows down the growth of bacteria and preserves its freshness during transportation. The skimmed milk is mixed with whole milk and then gently heated in large copper cauldrons to around 91 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. This is a crucial step that facilitates the activation of beneficial bacteria and enzymes present in whey culture, the liquid part of the milk. This whey culture, derived from the previous day's cheese production, contains a blend of lactic acid bacteria that initiate the fermentation process. The heat enhances the activity of lactic acid bacteria, firming up the curds and inhibiting bad bacteria. The curds then settle at the bottom of the cauldron, where they will compact and be scooped out 45 minutes later. As the milk undergoes fermentation, it gradually transforms into a delicate gel-like substance known as curd. Cheesemakers closely monitor the curd formation, ensuring the optimal balance of acidity and texture. Once it has the optimal consistency, the curd is carefully cut into small granules using a specialized tool known as a spino, allowing the whey to separate from the curds. The curds are then subjected to controlled heating, typically reaching temperatures between 131 to 133 degrees Fahrenheit. This crucial step expels additional whey from the curds while imparting the characteristic texture and flavor profile. Throughout the cooking process, cheesemakers meticulously stir the curds to promote even heat distribution and prevent clumping, ensuring uniform quality and consistency. The curd is cut into 2 halves, which allows the cheesemaker to drain off more whey. This gives the cheese its characteristic granular texture and intense flavor. The cloth helps contain the curds, preventing them from dispersing and ensuring they form a uniform mass as molding is carried out. This allows for adequate airflow around the curds, promoting proper ventilation and preventing the formation of irregularities that could lead to undesirable bacterial growth. Once the curds reach the desired moisture content and texture, they are carefully transferred into round molds lined with cheesecloth. Each mold is filled with layers of curds, which are then pressed to expel excess whey and consolidate the cheese mass. The resulting cheese wheels bear the distinctive imprints of the cheesecloth and mold, marking them as authentic Parmigiano Reggiano. As the cheese consolidates and presses within the mold, it begins to form a natural rind on its surface. This rind develops as the cheese loses moisture and the surface dries out, creating a protective barrier that helps preserve the cheese and develop its flavor profile. The freshly molded cheese wheels are immersed in a brine bath for a period of approximately 20 to 25 days. This brining process is essential for developing Parmigiano Reggiano's distinctive rind. As the cheese absorbs salt, it loses moisture, starting the rind formation, which also helps protect the cheese against harmful bacteria. The brining draws out excess moisture from the cheese, aiding in its preservation and influencing the cheese's texture, making it firmer and crumblier. While the brine solution for Parmigiano Reggiano is not warm like in some cheese-making processes, it is not chilled either. It is typically kept around room temperature, which may range from 59 degrees Fahrenheit to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Following the brining process, the cheese wheels embark on a journey of aging and maturation, a critical phase that defines its complex flavors and textures. And now, want to hear something curious? The aging process of Parmesan cheese is indirectly involved in bank loans to producers through its impact on inventory management and cash flow. This aging process can take anywhere from 12 months to several years. During this time, producers must store the cheese in controlled environments, tying up capital in inventory. The longer the aging period, the more capital is tied up, impacting the producer's liquidity. For instance, imagine a cheese producer that needs some money to buy machinery, cow's food, or anything else. Here's where Credito Emiliano Bank comes in, the only bank in Italy that does this. Based on the value of the cheese, the bank issues loans to the cheese producer. Then, he can deposit the cheese wheels in the bank's secure warehouses as collateral, a valuable asset that a borrower pledges as security for a loan, and leave with the cash flow he needs. These loans help producers manage their cash flow during the lengthy production cycle. Turning the cheese wheels helps prevent the formation of surface irregularities such as cracks, air pockets, or mold growth that can occur when moisture accumulates unevenly. Once fully aged, the cheese undergoes a final inspection to verify its quality and adherence to standards. The cheese wheels are carefully stamped with the official Parmigiano Reggiano seal, a mark of authenticity and excellence. Only cheeses that meet stringent criteria established by the Consorzio del Formaggio Parmigiano Reggiano are granted this quality distinction, signifying adherence to traditional methods, impeccable quality, and authenticity. Opening a Parmesan cheese wheel is a revered culinary art, as it demands precision and skill. To do so, a formaggio knife is used, featuring a sharp curved blade. An initial incision is made along the circumference of the wheel, penetrating the outer rind to access the cheese inside. Continuing to cut along the circumference, care is taken to maintain a steady hand to avoid damage to the rind. The rind is gently pried open, revealing the golden-hued interior of the cheese. Displaying whole wheels of Parmigiano Reggiano in markets and restaurants showcases a commitment to tradition and excellence, attracting cheese enthusiasts and culinary professionals alike. Discerning customers who appreciate the finest culinary experiences finally enjoy the cheese, which is typically packaged and sold in several different forms, each catering to specific preferences and culinary applications. The packaging and forms of Parmigiano Reggiano cheese play a crucial role in preserving its quality, flavor, and texture while offering convenience and versatility to consumers. For our comfort, we can also find grated or shredded Parmesan cheese, which offers convenience and versatility for culinary applications. These prepackaged forms of cheese are finely grated or shredded, making them ideal for sprinkling over pasta, salads, soups, and other dishes. The economic importance of this cheese cannot be overstated. Its export value further strengthens the economy as it enjoys widespread demand and recognition in international markets. At its highest peak, Italy can produce 4 million Parmesan wheels of cheese in a year, which is about 160 tons. The United States, France, Great Britain, Canada, and Germany are some of the top consumers of Parmigiano Reggiano. All this production supports a vast network of farmers, cheesemakers, and related industries, providing employment opportunities across the supply chain. In the Emilia-Romagna and Lombardy regions, thousands of people are directly employed in dairy farming, cheese production, and distribution. It also plays a significant role in local tourism, generating revenue through guided tours, tastings, and hospitality services. For instance, the world's oldest Parmesan cheese, with an incredible 23 years of calm maturation, was opened in 2022 in Barcelona, generating incredible expectations. This piece was made in April 2000 by the Latteria di Tabiano, a dairy located in the province of Parma. Ario Barani, head of the dairy, decided to set aside the piece and keep it in his store's warehouse. After his death 5 years ago, his family auctioned it in his memory, and 2 years ago, it was purchased at a charity auction by Ardai at the 2021 World Cheese Awards in the Spanish city of Oviedo for a price that they didn't want to reveal. All the proceeds from the sale of the piece of cheese were donated to various charity projects, a fact that perfectly explains why Parmigiano Reggiano is called the king of cheese. As we see, Parmesan cheese stands as a testament to the enduring craftsmanship, cultural heritage, and culinary excellence of Italy. Its designation as a protected product of specific regions underscores the importance of preserving authenticity and ensuring the continuation of time-honored practices. It is definitely the timeless tradition and unwavering commitment to quality that define Parmigiano Reggiano as a true culinary treasure.